I'm Mo Maduro from the Life Expansion After 50 podcast. A big part of life expansion and self actualization requires operating above the line, that artificial barrier that most of us over 50 are all too familiar with. So here's a brief clip from the event a couple of weeks ago to see if it resonates with you.
And I talk about it as a process. When you go through the process, it's very much like Tetris, where you play the game Tetris. In this case, you're at the game and the blocks are just going down. You're building the foundation. You're the game, right? And the player's trying to stop the wall. You're the game building the wall. But initially, it's just the blocks just going down, going down, and nothing's happening. You get a line and then another line, and then it goes away. And a line, and then this is what above the line, moving above the line looks like. It's like going from a have do be to a be do have. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a process because we've got 100 billion neurons, and those 100 billion neurons fire and wire both ways. That's why a thought can produce anxiety, but anxiety can produce a thought. A feeling can produce fear, and fear can produce a feeling. Because they fire both ways. So this process is about the neurons getting on board with what's changing. Then you get 3 lines and you think you're getting it, and you remember you're the game, and then it collapses. And then you get 4 or 5 lines, and you know where I'm going with this. It gets to a point when you're moving above the line and you're going through that barrier, because the line is more like a barrier. As you get through that, you've overcome the stories, you've overcome the limiting beliefs, you've overcome the habits, you replace those habits with other ones, and now that wall just starts building. And now you're meditating and you're seeing yourself in that, and then the visualization kicks in. And next thing you know, the last 5 lines are, and that's how it is when you're moving above the line.
So, what's up with above the line? It goes with life expansion and self actualization. Now, it's not really a line at all, it's actually more like a barrier. A barrier that's made up of your fears, beliefs, stories, habits, and noise, including some self talk. Now, yes, it does take some work. The work actually begins here, but most of you have already done this part a few times. The real work is the hard, scary stuff that probably kicked you back into your comfort zone again and again. However, when you do the work, the barrier is broken down bit by bit. This is the Tetris phase. And then one day you clear the top line and you act, think, and feel differently in a good way. Now, this is the shift to be, do, have that happens in the process. Now, it takes about 3 to 9 months, depending on how much you choose to fight the process. The time is going to pass anyway. Now, anyone who's done the work, and the list of people is long, will tell you it's worth it. The process is unique for everyone, but just like the hero's journey, the elements are all there. And the actual benefits depend on your life design, but you can expect a purpose-driven life designed by you, experiencing self-actualization and peace and joy and a little good stress, and maybe a new definition of success.
If this sounds interesting to you, I invite you to click the link and follow me on LinkedIn for more live weekly content like this for business owners and leaders, and I'll see you on the other side.